Welcome back everyone to River and Sea, where today I have arrived at Buzakar in order to search for a secret passage to Mazak's throne room.
You say there is a secret way behind the walls of Sabbath-Gathal?
I don't know, Pint Sea. This seems all unlikely to me. Yes, this is all well and good, but why isn't Broin coming with you on this errand? If you ask me, he's still not over his experiences in the watery den of the Watcher. It seems to me that Lord Broker has been trying to give his son trivial tasks to coax him out of his brooding, but it hasn't worked yet. Broin will not be himself until he's able to conquer whatever fear clutches him. Well, no matter. If you descend once again into the depths of Buzakar, where you stood against Waterland the Karok, and can find the entrance to Zurthur, I will join you on the other side. Alright, so let us head down and find this passage. Oh, yes, this joyous place. Well, what do? Well, I try to find an easy way down, and somehow I always find the passage that dumps me onto a floor. Yeah, like that. I don't. Oops, daisy. Oh, hello. Actually, this one isn't too bad. It only. It didn't even crunch. Alright, well, let's continue on our way then. And maybe we'll find that Kyrog again. Or where it was, at least. Ah, here's the place. Now let's see if I can find anything that looks like a secret passage. Yeah, the orcs have definitely must have been using this place because I can't believe that none of them have noticed this yet.
The secret way out of the throne room of Durin was known to a few only, all of whom perished during the fall of the great dwarf kingdom. But the errant mark of a forgotten scribe preserved a record of its existence, and now it may be used to rescue the dwarf Bori from the clutches of the orcs.
Alright, thank you for joining me, Orvar. This is incredible, Pine Sea. Can we really use this passage to get behind the walls of Zabagatho? For how long has this tunnel remained undiscovered by dwarf or orc? Let us find out. Now, with all those orcs down in the area where I came through, I would say 0 doubt. Where did those orcs come from, if not from here? Of course, they're Globsnaga. And as far as I know, the Globsnaga aren't where Mazog is. So the Globsnaga know how to get in here at least. Well, let us see if this passage is what Broing thinks it is. Well, it's windy. It's full of lizards figured out how to get in here, but I suppose the lizards might have always been in here. Ready? See what else we got here. More lizards, probably. Yep. Looking good. Hey, hi there. How'd you like some fire? Okay, up around here. And your turn. Oh, actually, let's... Might as well keep my morale up. Ooh. Well, this is certainly a place where lizards can get in and out. Oh, and of course. I should have known that there will also be bugs in here. Oh, where'd he go? Oh, give me a moment. I will rejoin you further ahead. Oh, all right. You want to relish in the beauty of this place. Well, it looks like it's seen better days, that's for sure. I'm sure there are plenty of places on the ceiling where insects and lizards could have dropped down. Oops daisy. Okay, you're next. And you. And you. Yeah. Be careful. I have a feeling that parts of this passage have crumbled over the years. Orvar has arrived at the end of Zerdr. Oh, thank you for joining me. I believe now, my friend, Rushendil must be just ahead. All right, let's go. Well, it certainly looks like a place held by orcs that used to be held by dwarves long ago. And no, there is no way Maza could have possibly have missed this door. I mean, really, the odds of it are rather ludicrous, especially considering how close this banner is to the door. You're right, Pine Sea. This was once Rojdernil, the great throne room of Diren. The orcs must surely have given it a crude new name by now, but it will always be Rojdernil to the dwarves. Fight on into the orc encampment and search for Bori, Bosie's son. I will watch the rear to ensure that no creature from Zerk surprises us while we are doing battle with the orcs. Alright, you're gonna guard the rear, as usual. Now make sure that we are not surprised by anything there, right? So we do have, well, we have throne defenders. Okay, well, this is obviously exactly what we're looking for. Let's see, that's a spear? Is that feet on there or what? It's like a lizard spear. A spizzard! Alright, so we'll call it a spizzard banner. Hello, Spizzer. That's someone who that must be what you call someone who defends the throne room, is a Spizzer if they're fighting for the lizards, whatever. Let's see if we can find a way into this place. Maybe that was it right up there, but we will. Ah, here we go. Hello! Wakey, wakey! Time for your morning killing. Except this one will be different. This time, you are the one being killed. How is that different from other times? There you go. Orvar has arrived at the orc encampment because all the work is done! But there's no sign of Bori amongst the orcs. Good work, but it seems that they're not keeping Bori here. We will confront Mazak directly and force him to tell us where Bori has been imprisoned. Alright? Mazak will pay for his crimes. He will tell us what he's done with Bori. Alright. Okay, well, it looks like they're ready for an American football lineup or something like that. There we go. And another one around. Good. So we'll go right to the center of the place. Oh, okay. There you go. Oh. Hey, got them all. Alright. Now, let's see if we can find Mazak. They got some of these dwarven statues are still up there. You would think that after all these years they would have gotten rid of them. Oh well. Ah! Mazak! I think I found them! How came these maggots before us? Were not the front gates barred? They were, Lord Mazog! What's your excuse, worm? How did these fools enter the fortress? I don't know, Lord Mazog. It's not possible, because I certainly didn't hide a entryway from you all these years. That is at the back. Enough of this, Mazog. You'll tell us where you have imprisoned the dwarves that you captured. I do not imprison dwarves, Rankbeard. I slay them. I am Mazog, cleaver of dwarf skulls and master of orcs. I will take...
This is the end of your days.
2 of Celeborn's finest archers will pierce your heart. Now, where are the dwarves that you imprisoned? Where is my cousin Bori? Dwarf slaves are no use to me. They're far too weak. One of the dwarves I slew. The rest I gave to Gorthul. He'll be halfway to Goldor by now. I should kill you for all the hurts that you have caused, Mazog. But I will not. You will remain my prisoner until the dwarves you sent are back. And once they have stormed Dol Guldur and covered the prisoners, only then will you die by my axe. I swear this oath by the throne of Durin. Oh my goodness gracious. Durin's... How good shape is Durin's throne at the moment? Is this in good enough shape for making oaths to it? I'm just wondering. Well, okay. I guess it was vengeance for the destruction of the throne and desecration of it. I suppose it would stand just because of that. I got to thinking, Piney, after you left, about all the things that you and the others have been through, and I realized something. I can no longer stand by while others fight my fight. Once I resolved to leave my self-pity behind, I hurried to Buzankar and convinced the elves there to come with me in pursuit of you. Our fortunes held, and we arrived just when you were most needed. I must hope that Bori is still alive, and that he is one of the 2 dwarfs sent to Dol Guldur. If it is only this hope that can keep me fighting. Alright. Well, she doesn't seem to be too happy about this. The dwarf Broin came to Buzakhar not long after you left, and gave such a rousing speech that we could do nothing but follow his here. You knew dwarves could speak in such vigor, and now he has a prisoner, and has spoken an oath besides. I hope it will not end poorly for Broin or his friends, for there is a curious power in vows taken lightly. Something tells me it wasn't taken very, very lightly. Let us leave this place. That was successful.
You see the good that can be done when elves and dwarves work together.
Mazog was right to fear the alliance, and hope that it should never come to pass. The dwarf Broin came to Losenthrod winded from a long run, and asked that we accompany him in his pursuit of you. He claimed to have made an error by leaving you to attempt the rescue of his kinsman with Orvar alone, and his regret of this decision spurred him forward. You are fortunate that he regained his courage when he did, Piney. You and Orvar both. Alright, so now we get the Aegis of Harmony? I don't know. When I hear the name Aegis, I usually think of a shield and not a breastplate, but okay. I suppose that'll do. Too bad it's completely useless for me. Oh well. Well, then just take the breastplate and be done with it.
Haldir can arrange an audience for you with Lord Celeborn.
Lord Celeborn wishes to speak to you about what's happened, Piney. Return to Talon Haldir and speak with Haldir about arranging an audience with the Lord of Lorien. You'll find it in the great tree in the banks of the Nimrodel. Yes, I have been there before. And looks like I will be there, well, at least 2 more times would be my guess. Hello again, Haldir. I heard that Celeborn has summoned me.
It is good to see you again.
It is true that you have defeated Mazog in his own lair? You're truly astonishment to me, my friend. I didn't really expect the rumor to be true. Let me know when you're ready to see Lord Celeborn, and I will bring you to him as he requested. All right, let us go.
The defeat of Marzog has sent ripples of hope throughout the dwarves of the Iron Garrison. Though it be short-lived, my husband Celeborn must be satisfied with that victory, and turn his eyes towards other dangers on the horizon.
We do not allow outsiders into the Golden Wood.
So I've gotten the impression. Lord Celeborn is waiting, Piney. Come with me, for he greatly desires to speak with you. All right? This way. All right, and through the leaves, make sure I don't take the wrong way. It really needs some pruning there. Thank you, Haldir. You have surprised me, Piney. Not only did you feed Guathrun the Karok and diminished its corrupting influence in Buzankhar, but you also managed to broker a peace of sorts between the elves and the dwarves forced to stand together. That may seem a lesser matter when measured against such a creature as Gualulun. But do not mistake it. Friendship between elf and dwarf does count for a great deal in the days ahead. But I do not agree with one action you have taken. Mazog is an enemy, and a foul one. His life should not have been spared. He cannot stay here. You cannot see it from here, Piney, but far to the east, through all these leaves, a great cloud lies always over Dol Guldur in the southern Mirkwood. An evil stirs there, and it lies in watchfulness. It does not have the strength to move against us, unless Sauron himself wages war upon us. But its power is growing. We cannot wait for the forces of Dol Guldur to come forth in strength. You must continue to be our eyes and ears, Piney. To that end, I give you this gift, a cloak of elf make. Few indeed have been given such garments. May it serve you well in the road ahead, wherever it may lie. I thank you for the deeds that you have already done, and also for those that you will surely do in the future. Haldir will show the way out. Yep. Short, to the point, and now, goodbye.
We do not allow outsiders into the Golden Wood.
Are you ready to leave, Piney? I share Lord Celeborn's concerns. Let us discuss them as we walk. All right, let's go. So where should I go next?
When the time comes for us to cross the river and fight, I will call for you.
The winds of change are blowing, Piney, and I fear they carry with them the onset of war. Lothlorien cannot remain isolated and in safety forever. Lord Celeborn's gaze must turn towards Mirkwood and the great shadow that lies over Dol Guldur. When the time comes to cross the river and fight, as it seems that we must, I will call to you. Had I once thought it might not be necessary, I do not any longer. Too many signs seem to point in that direction. Stay well, Piney. We have need of you yet. Alright, so I have the Cloak of the Galadrim. I mean, really, it is. Well, I'll have to look on it. It sort of depends on if I needed more defense. If I were playing a warden, then I think this new one would be better. But under the current circumstances, soloing mariner, I think not. So, what is the next stage of what we need to do? Oh, that ends the Mines of Moria part. Oh no, that starts the Mines of Moria part 2. That's right. We've got more to do on that. We have book 8 to do.
The preparations required by the Golden Host will take some time.
Lord Celeborn is making preparations for a great incursion into Mirkwood. Not for conquest, but to forestall the attack that from Dol Guldur that must surely come. We are gathering supplies and making all things ready for the passage of the Maladrim, the Golden Host, and the Lord and Lady are carefully selecting those who will lead it. One of those I think likely to travel with the Golden Host is named Isuriel. She's a student of history and of the mysteries of the natural world, and spoke often with Mithrandir on the rare occasions his business brought him to the Golden Wood. She seeks to know the true nature of things, and loves the unraveling of puzzles and secrets above all else. Isuriel has been asking for you, Pine Sea. She wished to hear the tale of Mazog's capture in the depths of Moria from your lips, and has questions to ask of you. Look for her in the high flit atop Kirin Amroth. All right. What does she want to know? And why must I do this? We have to find that out in the next episode of River and Sea.